in New York, when there's two sellers selling a house and the divorce is finalized, and even before the divorce finalized, does the defendant or the plaintiff have the right as a seller to know specifically the amount that's coming out of their share of the house before signing the sales agreement? Or do they just sign the agreement and just go along with whatever is told? Does the plaintiff or the defendant have the right to know? Or especially the defendant, because the plaintiff already knows specifically what's coming out of their share. But does the defendant have the right? Is there any lawyer out there? Does is there like an honest lawyer out there? Does the defendant have the right to know what's coming out of their share of when the house is sold? You know, like, say for example, there's 4 people getting money, and you can see that in the stipulation there's 4 people getting money. Only one person will show an invoice, the others won't. Or 2 persons show an invoice, the others won't show any invoice. So you have no idea what amount that person is gonna get. And the defendant keep asking for the invoice but will not get an invoice. Okay, hire a lawyer, somebody said. You hire a lawyer and another lawyer and another lawyer, but the plaintiff lawyer will call that lawyer, and then everything crashes. Then the lawyer becomes secretive. The lawyer won't get the specification on what's really coming out of your money, how much is coming out of your money. So far you only know 2. You know the lawyer, the real estate lawyer, and then you know the real estate lawyer, and you have an invoice for one person that's gonna split in 2, right? But there you have 2 more people that you need to know. Well, how much are they getting? Because I don't have an invoice for them. You know, they tell me something in email, but I need to know if that's what's coming out. So now, before closing, I want to know before, Now, it's been refused. Tell me, is it the lawyer the real estate lawyer that's supposed to tell the defendant specifically, you got 5,000 for this person coming out, 3,000 for this person coming out, 2,000 for this person coming out, 10,000 for that person coming out? Is it the person that have the escrow account that's supposed to tell the person? Is it a title company that's supposed to tell the person? Does the defendant have the right to ask, okay, since the person who is the escrow do not want to tell the defendant who is paying the person, does the defendant have the right to get the name and number on email address and information of the title company so they can reach out to see if they can get a clear net proceeding sheet that's telling them? Like the defendant, does the defendant have the right to ask for that during court? Does the defendant have the right to ask for that before the divorce is finalized? Does the defendant have a right to ask for that when after the divorce is finalized but the house is still on sale? Does the defendant have any rights to ask for clarification on what's coming out of their share? Because the plaintiff knows already what's coming out of their share, but the defendant doesn't know exactly how much the specification of coming out of their share. Now, if the defendant make a mistake, because they call it a mistake, to ask that question, they will be uncooperative and will be so ordered. So, is there any lawyer out there that can direct this defendant on if they have the right to ask this question? If they have the right to demand, give me the net proceedings so I know what's specifically coming out. Do they have that right? Do they have that right? Any lawyer out there? Any lawyer out there? Any real estate lawyer, divorce lawyer out there can help this defendant? Any lawyer not on Long Island?